Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, all our viewers. Once again, welcome back to the Dora Show. And today we are blessed to have an amazing guest on our show. And just in a few, we're going to allow her introduce herself. Yeah, and maybe have time to share with us whatever she has for us today. So, yeah, we'll have our guest introduce herself.
My name is Grace Achieng.
Yes,
Yeah.
Grace Achieng.
Mm.
That's all.
Okay. I'm a totally blind lady. I've been living with disability for 30 or more years. 30 years. Yeah.
Wow, wow. So in our show today we have Grace Achieng, right?
Yes.
Grace Achieng. And Grace Achieng is telling us she's been blind for 30 good years, right?
Yes.
30 years.
Yes.
So meaning you were born blind?
No.
Yes.
I went to school until standard 5 is when it began. Yeah, it started when I was in standard 5. I was just going to normal school like others.
Yes.
And I was, by then I was 12 years.
Yes.
And I became blind. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for introducing yourself and letting us know of your condition. So, we'll let Grace share with us her story so that we get to understand her more and deeper and wider. Yes, we get to understand even for the 30 good years, how has she been living with this disability, blindness, not born blind, but living blind. Yes, Grace.
Thank you.
Yes.
It started when I was in standard 5.
Yes.
And being the firstborn in my family's house, my parents tried to their level best to go through treatment to see that I could be healed. And we had very great hopes that one day I will see again. Because it started by itching, and that it was itching.
So your eyes began to itch?
Yes.
Both sides?
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes they will be so painful, and I was passing through difficulties. I could come back out of school. I'm taken to hospitals. I'll be given eye drop. It is over. It was now on and off.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm in school. Sometimes it is painful that I couldn't make it to
school. Yes.
Then it ended up that now I could not see. It started that I could not see well. I was seeing, but not on
now at what age?
Still at age 12. And that was the third term when I was supposed now to go to standard 6.
Yes.
I did my exams and failed very much because I used to be clever, and right now because of that problem, I couldn't see the board, and I couldn't write the correct things. So due to that, I was taken out of school, noticing by teachers that I could not see, and I went back home.
Yes.
The following year, that is approaching now 13 years.
Yes.
I was not able to go to school. For 3 years, I was at home. Treatment was being done.
Yes.
It was quite painful to my parents, to me, to relatives, and to those whom I was interacting with. It became so painful because
so you used to visit the hospital for treatment?
Yes, I went. First hospital I visited was Kisii, and they did assessment, and they could not tell me even the cause. The only thing they told me is that I have to be taken to special schools for the blind.
Yes.
And that was the thing that really finished me. Yes. it finished me, because ever since I was a child, I had not met anyone who could not see. And more so at that
So you
tender
never
age.
understood that there's
That-
a disability
Yes,
of
I
blindness.
didn't know at all.
Yes.
Yes, and
So it was very strange
only
to
once
you.
that I met a grandmother
Mm.
who was blind because of age.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I was thinking that I'm going to be taught by older fathers and mothers, old people.
Yes.
That is what
Came
ran
to
on my
your
mind.
mind.
And that thing really disturbed me. All the time you'd find me, yes, I'm sad. I'm not like others, because I was in a position of playing, doing my own things, but that time I could not do because of the disability that was coming, the problem that I was now facing. Still, my parents were not discouraged. They carried on with the treatment.
Yes.
They left hospitals and they started going to herbalists.
Yes.
No herbs. If there is one, I don't know, that was not put into my eyes. Until I said one day that I don't want any herb to be on in my eyes again. And then it reached a time that my mom said, no, I have to take that to hospital once more. I was taken to hospital, and by mistake, they did operation on the right hand.
The
eye.
right
Yes.
eye.
And as it was operated, now things became worse. I went totally blind. The other days I was still seeing. Yeah.
Now, why did they decide to do an operation on the right side and not on the left?
On the left side, but not on the right, because it started with the left, and the left was growing even worse, but the right we could still see a bit. Yeah, that's why they decided.
So it's the left that was operated.
That was, yeah, and it was the one that was worse. Yeah, this other one was okay. Not even okay, but
it was better.
At least I could have seen something there outside and do my own things during the day, but during the night it goes off.
Yes.
Yeah. And another thing I experienced, that only saying that my eyes was now going was becoming a problem, because I was seeing day after day, it come to be a problem until when it came out that I could not now see. After that operation, now I could see nothing, nothing at all. And still, I was not accepting that. I didn't expect the nature. Yeah, it took me time to accept, until when I stayed at home for at least three years.
Yes.
Not going to school, under treatment, herbs, and all that, until my parents were now, it's like they are now giving up that this thing is impossible. But they don't know what to do. We've been forgotten that the doctor said that I should be taken to special school for the blind, which was, I didn't want to hear that. Yeah, it was something which was really hurting me. But God is God.
Yes.
He's doing his own things at the right time.
Yes.
A time came when I was still at home, that our neighbor, who realized that there is a child in the house who is supposed to be going to school,
and he's not going to school.
and he's not going to school. So he wanted to know, why am I not going to school? And my mother narrated to him my story, that the girl is not seeing, and she don't know what to do next, because if it is hospital, she has tried, but still failing.
Yes.
So he gave my mother hopes and told her that you should take her to school. And I know one of special school blind teacher who is teaching there. and we can communicate so that he can organize how this girl can go to school. They did. The organization went through. I was taken to this teacher first before we go to school. We were interviewed. I was interviewed, and they saw at least I was supposed to go to special schools for the blind. And that is how I went to school. I went to Kibos, that is in Kisumu. I went to school. It was now tough. Entering the school, I was taken by my mother. I found a headmaster there, admitted me well, and he really tried to comfort me because I was still crying a lot.
You had not accepted your
Yes,
condition.
not yet at all. I was now at around 17 there, but still, I don't understand why I can't see, but others are seeing. Young people like me at that time. So this thing really hurt me, and entering the school, I found even very young children. Yani, there is some who are born that way.
Yes.
They were born blind. They are not seeing. They don't know what world is, how it looks like, and all that.
Yeah.
Then my mom told me that, Grace, take it easier. You are better off. If I say white, you know what white is. If I say blue, you know what blue is. But there is some here, even that position of their eye is not there. It's just there, but their eyes are closed. Better yours are there, though they are not seeing. And also, even if you've been getting so much pain, right now they are not paining. There are others that even scars are coming out
of their eyes.
So she was trying to make me see how difficult others are passing through with their disability. Besides being that they are not seeing, they are also having that pain. So with me, it was okay. She left me there, and I continued my life. It was tough. When you enter that school, because I knew nothing, being blind reduced me to nothing. I was down. Okay, I was a girl who right now could cook, could wash utensils, and clean the compound and
Before
all that.
Before you got blind.
Yeah, I knew one. But right now, I was doing nothing. Even I couldn't go and light the fire. Because if I just, even if someone hold my hands and wants to walk with me, still it was becoming a problem, because I'm always seeing that I'm going to step on holes, stones, and all that. I couldn't move at all. But I praise God because I went to school. Yes. In school, you have to know where your dormitory is. You have to know where dining is. You have to know where is your assembly,
By
your
yourself?
class, your office. If you want to go to office, which way do you follow?
By
Those
yourself
ones
or
by
you were assisted?
yourself. Okay, you've been assisted. You have to be assisted for the first time. It is called orientation and mobility. That one have to be done. That is the first step that should be done before. Okay, when you enter school, you are new, you don't know, you know nothing.
Yes.
You have to be told that here is our dining, here is our class, here is the office, assembly, where we fetch water and all that, and your dormitory is where you'll be sleeping. Then from there, you are now living your own life. You get up in the morning.
It's just done once like that?
No, it will take you time, depending on, like me. Could you take me there the first day you do that, and then you leave me at you've
helped you?
It won't happen. I was not in that position. for first to believe that I didn't accept myself,
Mm.
that I lived in that life until this day.
Mm.
I was still thinking that one thing will happen. One day I will be seeing
You'll be
once
able
more.
to see.
Yeah,
Mm.
but all that was in vain.
Mm.
So after I was left in school, these children were quite cheerful.
Mm.
They are playing,
Mm.
and I'm wondering, why are these children playing, and yet I'm crying because of this painful that I'm passing through.
Mm.
Do you think these ones, what is not wrong with me, or something wrong with them? All these people are seeing. I'm the only one
Who is not seeing?
yeah. And
Mm.
someone come,
Mm-hmm.
someone came, just a child like this one of mine, Velma,
Mm.
and touch my head
Mm.
and do it this way. Just bring yours.
Mm.
Why are you crying all the time? All the time, keep on crying here. Why are you still sucking?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And this is
He
a
was-
child younger than you.
Yes.
Mm.
She was speaking in Kiswahili, and
Mm.
even that Kiswahili was not. I didn't have it.
Mm.
Okay, you know, a child who is educated in local schools,
Mm-hmm.
in our primary schools, those days,
Mm.
they are not like these days.
Yeah.
I can see they know Kiswahili.
Mm.
With us, we knew not.
Mm.
Yeah. So he said, she is mocking me.
Mm.
I don't have an alternative.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I could have done I didn't do that.
Mm.
I was to beat her
Mm.
thoroughly, because if I could have, if I could go get hold of her,
Mm.
then it will be another story.
Mm.
Then the Lord protect me. I didn't.
Mm.
So I said that why are these children? They are so much cheerful, doing their own things, singing,
Mm.
playing without freely. They don't have something disturbing them at all.
Mm.
Then pole pole, I was now starting to. I could laugh at times if something good has happened.
Mm.
At times it was difficult. I could go back and think how I am blind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one who is blind in our family members, and such like.
Mm.
In class, another difficult.
Mm.
Braille.
Mm.
A friend called Braille.
Mm.
I met. This Braille, if I was told in class when I was still in normal class that write A, I could write A with a pen. Right now, if I'm told to write A, they want me to write .1. That was another history. And I was like, oh.
So it's like you're beginning
Yeah,
fresh.
you are beginning fresh with the alphabetical order. That's where I taken. And I'm in standard 5. So I was taught Braille. In 1 month. The other month, I could have written one A up to Z. I was now improving.
You had understood Braille now.
I understood. The first term ended. We went home. I came back. Then from there now I picked. Yeah. So from standard 5, I went to up to class 8. I knew Braille well. I could write and read. I qualified to go to Thika High School for the blind. I went, and unfortunately, reaching Form 2, my mother died. That was another thing that also brought me down. Yes, brought me down because she was now the next friend of mine. I knew that after school I'm going. Yes, and I was very comfortable. No, my dad was there, but you know, the way a mother feel when the child is disabled in the house. She was on my side all the time, all the time. Until she was told that when I was still in primary, she was told that you should not be bringing this child to the school. Give her a fare, let her come. If you want to see her, just come and see her, and left. And I was to go home alone. I was to come back alone. That is the courage that was given by that teacher. That bringing me and taking me is nothing.
It's not helping.
Yeah, it's not good. So I got used to it, and as I was going to high school, I was taken only once. I remember when I was being admitted, I was taken to Thika High School for the Blind, and was left there with my fare ready with me, because we late. We went one month to. Then the school was to
closing date.
Yeah. So she just left my fare ready with me there. Then when we closed, I was there at home. I went alone, and it was not something which was disturbing me now. I was going and coming until when I reached Form 2, my mother died. And I was taken to school. I buried my mom. I went back to school. After there, I moved from my mother's home to live with my grandmother. My grandmother tried to her level best, and I completed my 4th form. Yes, after completing
in the
my
same
4th
school.
form, we only have one special school for the blind in Thika. It is only the school for the blind in Kenya. We don't have one. But primary schools are many.
Oh.
Yeah, there are many, about 7 to 8. But the only school we are meeting is Thika High School for the blind.
Okay.
Yeah, it is the only one. So I completed my 4th form, went back home, whereby I met another difficulty. You know, when we were in school, after I've given my life that this is now my life and accepted the nature, you know, now I believe that those were my sisters and brothers, because we were the same. Okay, you could hit your neighbor and you just say sorry, she goes on her way. But coming back to home is another problem. Yes, these people, we are not the same. We don't look alike. Though you will find your sisters, your brothers, but still you don't see you are fitting there. Yeah. It's just that sadness came back again. I felt like if I'm not in school, it's like now I'm lost again. Yeah, because even I couldn't laugh the way we are laughing and joking in school, and singing, enjoying things there together. So at home, they are always looking at you with sympathy. If you do this, hey, if you do, you'll see, they'll be after you, but with sympathy. Okay, I could do
and
things.
you didn't want that sympathy.
Yes, I want to be left freely doing my
to
things.
be just like any other person.
But yes, because we were taught that disability is not
inability.
Give us opportunity, but not sympathy. So you see, that one they do not understand. Yeah, they do not understand at all. So that is where I was. So staying at home, nothing could have happened good, because my mother died. And also, after I completed my 4th form, my father also died. Yeah. So I remained total orphan.
How many children were you?
We were 6.
And you were the first born.
And I was the firstborn. So you can imagine others were still very young and back there. In fact, I was the one who was be able to be in high school. Others didn't. Yeah. So after all those, I was like, what next? Will I stay here? Will I keep on staying at home? What should I do next? If not school, I can't go to school. I was supposed to go to college. Nobody could hold up my hands and take me through. So everything went that way. I stayed at home, and I went to another training. I went to Machakos Technical Institute for the Blind, where I was doing what is called knitting.
Now, allow me to cut you short.
Yes.
May I know, now, all this while, you went through primary school, high school, and you cleared.
Yes.
But then, for all this period, you hadn't really identified the cause of your problem.
Yes, that is what
the doctors never
never
understood
they
the cause of
even
your problem.
when we were in primary,
Yes.
doctors used to come to our school from abroad.
Yes.
Yes, these Europeans,
Mhm.
and they could examine us every term. And those who were who they were be able to see their cause, the cause of their problems, were taken for operation. But mine was like they don't know the cause or something like that. Yeah, I was not being told the cause or something like that.
Okay. Why was your family really affected by your condition? You know, maybe in certain situations there could be stigma. There could be lots of talks from neighbors and other relatives.
Yes.
Yes. How was it for you?
It was so. It was so much that even they could ask themselves that the whole of our family members, be it these ones from my father's family and my mother's family, no one is blind. Yeah. Why
So
not? Why you?
Why you? Yes.
There is none. So that one really disturbed my mother a lot. Yeah. It disturbed them a lot. And they said all that you think they could say, they say. But I thank God because I came to accept my nature. Yeah. So I went to Machakos Technical Institute for the Blind. I trained to knit.
Now, who took you to Machakos now that both your parents
were dead? I got a sponsor. There is a disability group. It's a disabled group. They were in Migori, and they called for a seminar. So someone connected us, and I went as an individual. We stayed there for 1 week for that seminar. After the seminar, we were selected, some of us who were to go through that training. Yeah, so that's where I found that opportunity from, and I went to Machakos Training Institute. So after there, I was back home, back without knitting machine, back without any material. I was just back, and those people never communicated again, and I didn't know what to do next. But they were living in Nairobi. Yeah.